Well, sorry, y'all. I knocked my computer offline. So we are finally live. I do not want to turn it off again. So sorry about that. I'm not sure anybody's here yet since I just got here. We got one eyeballs. Hi, Kimeri. Sorry. Ugh. It's been that kind of a day. Actually, it's been that kind of a week. We'll wait a few more people to get on. Hey, hey. We got three eyeballs. The store has been busy, which is good since it's Valentine's Day. I'm trying to figure out how I guess I'll just lean over. We got 7 eyeballs. Okay, y'all. Today is creating with chocolate. So this is what we're going to end up doing. So it's a good time to think about next year, right? So Valentine's Day. So all this is a, one of the cardboard hearts that the chocolates came in. And I made my own chocolates out of resin. Let me turn on this other light. Hold on one sec. I'm all discombobbled now. I turned my computer off by mistake. So I made my own chocolates. You could hang this in a doorway. You could hang it on your door. If you had a covered porch, just remember that this is paper. So, but again, it's a good time as people are eating their boxes of chocolates that you say, hey, I need that box of chocolates for next year. And I just put it on like a little window with glass. The other one is not going to have glass, and then added a bow. So that's what we're going to do today, since it's creating with chocolate and I don't normally cook much because I'm always here. But isn't that the cutest? So the one we're going to do is going to not have the mirror. It's just going to look like this. But first, I did get these molds off Amazon. So they were, hi y'all. Hi Carol Ann. Hi Denise. Hi Michelle. Hi Kimeri. So they just made like little square chocolates. You can see on the back, little heart chocolates, little swirly chocolates. And then this one was like a little combination of flowers and other little chocolates. So I think this whole set of 4 was $7.99 or something. So not a bad deal. So I did go ahead and pour them into because I used resin, and I went ahead and made my chocolates. I used, because they are, thank you, slick, right? It's resin. I primed them, but what I did was the brown primer, is I just added a little bit of Hello Red. So I put these together because I wanted them to have a bit of a red tinge to them. And then I took my chocolate, one step, and then I added black to my chocolate one step, black is black. And then I added white to my chocolate to make dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and then just regular chocolate. So I'm going to pour them out. I'm going to paint them in a minute. So this is the other box that I got. It was a Russell Stover's. They don't have the little deals in anymore, like the little papers. They're getting really cheap. Can't believe it. So this is the bottom. So what I did was I just got some of those teeny little muffin ones, and they came in like stripes for Valentine's, and then the other ones had little hearts. So I just took it and I turned it inside out. That way, when you looked at it head on, you actually see the pattern. instead of the white. So I just turned them inside out. So then I'm just going to glue these down to my bottom of my box. My bill's on my cord, of course. So how is everybody's Valentine's Day? And I'm gonna start this so I can know exactly how many chocolates I need to paint. And again, on the other one, it is hard to see because the colors are just a little bit different. But I did a darker chocolate, a redder, one with some red in it, and then some with some white in it. And I just used the chocolate one step. You could use the plaster paint. But I wanted the chocolates to have a little bit of a sealer to give them that little bit of like shine, like, you know, how chocolates look. They have that little like wax on the outside of them. I'm going to lay these down. And again, you could use literally a picture frame. You could paint a picture frame. You could decoupage that picture frame. I mean, anything that you have. I had the window and the window with the glass, and then I had the other one just from things that I pick up here and there. So again, I did have to buy the chocolates. I laid the chocolates out in a baggie for my husband and said, you don't get the box. I need them for my class, for my live video. He thought that was quite funny that he got a bag of chocolates instead of a box of chocolates. But again, people are giving boxes of chocolates away right now. So it's something you can be like, hey, save me the box. Or, you know, once everything goes 50, 75% off, grab you a couple boxes and eat or give the chocolates away. And then you'll have what you need for next year. So I'm just gluing these down. The bottom of the box. And then we're going to paint our chocolates. And again, all I did was just do the 2-part resin. It was clear. I thought about later, I guess I could have added color into the resin. I could have even swirled it a little bit. Did the same thing, mystery bag of chocolate. Yeah, they're not even getting the thing off the back that tells them what chocolate is what. It's going to be a mystery for them. And I didn't even leave them this morning because I forgot to take them out of the box yesterday before I left. So he got a card and I said, I'll bring your bag of chocolates home tonight. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Lynne. So they won't get their chocolates. He won't get his chocolates till I get home tonight, but that's all right. He's not mad. Because if he is, too bad. But I was surprised. I bought these I had already bought these before I bought the box of chocolates. And I'm really glad I did because I assumed the brown wrappers were in the box. Now this one was, it had like a plastic where the holes all went where the chocolates went. The Russell Stovers didn't. They were just in the box, which is really crazy. They had some kind of thing, but it really wasn't very pretty. The other one was like a red plastic, and it would hold, you know, all where your chocolates were. So, but Russell Stovers did have some real pretty boxes. Some that were velvet and all sorts of stuff. But I was like, oh. Thank you. I thought I'd stop and get one of those when everything goes on sale. I'm all about the sale. So now I have my little wrappers in my box. So I'm going to set that aside. And I have my lid. You got to kind of think. I was thinking because some of them had like Russell Stovers like all over it. Where on this one, we'll be able to cover that up when we put them together, like so. So it'll be okay. So I'm going to put that over there. Oh, I got to count. It's really rainy here, y'all. So I need 20. So they are different shapes. I'm going to try to pull out 5 hearts. And then 5 squares. But I mean, they really do look like chocolates. It's kind of weird. I was walking by yesterday and I was hungry and I was like, I really wish they were chocolates. But I didn't go open the thing because we were really busy that day too. Then I have the swirlies and the flowers. So there's our 20. I thought these would be cute too, like, you know, for next year to paint them, and you could put them in a real cute jar. You could really do some cute things with those. So what I'm going to do is divide them up in my colors. That way I try to kind of get the same amount of each color. Because again, I did a milk chocolate, a dark chocolate, and then a chocolate. Hi, how are y'all? But no, we are having a rainy Valentine's Day, which is kind of crazy, but it's all right. So I'm going to start with the milk chocolate. Again, I just took my chocolate one step. You could use the plaster paint too. And I added a little bit of pure white to lighten it up. And I do apologize for being late. I don't like to be late. I unplugged my computer and it's this whole ordeal to get it up and running. It's getting old. I'm going to have to get a new one. So is anybody doing anything fun for Valentine's Day? My husband says I'm a fun killer. Oh, yay, Amanda. I'm so glad. Thank you. I know Lynne did a great job. I don't know if Beth's on here, but we actually sold out this morning. So I got to call and talk to her about whether we're going to do more or we're just moving on. I think maybe we're just going to move on. So these are my milk chocolates. I'm just using a small brush. It's a Restore 1-inch brush. But anyway, I always just want to go home, and Valentine's Day, it's just so many people out and about. I just always just want to go home. And it's so rainy and dreary. I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go to bed. I did wear my Valentine shirt. It's got a heart on it, but I don't want to get paint on it. So I got my apron on too, but I was trying to be Valentine-ish. Hi, Sandy. But anyway, nobody has big plans for tonight. I guess the creators are on till late, 8, I guess. So I don't know who's going last. I'm assuming it's Beth. But I guess she can't go out on Valentine's because she'll be crafting unless she goes out afterwards. So there's my milk chocolate. And again, the milk chocolate, I took the chocolate and I added some pure white to it. Just to lighten it up just a little. It did not take much to lighten it up. Make sure my thing is on. I just got another brush so I don't have to do it again. Regular day. Yep, same. Kimeri's last. Okay, I wasn't sure. Still, that's getting late. Well, for me, it's late. I got up at like 5:30 this morning. One of my daughters had a class, and I had to have her somewhere by 7:15. So it was like a 25-minute drive. So we were out of the house pretty early. I need prayers for my little gymnast. So anybody who likes to pray and can give her some prayers, I'd be very thankful for that. She's having some medical issues again. And we got to figure out what's going on. She's had a rough 8 months. And she's tired of them sticking her with a needle. I'm on last. Beth is already. Oh, Beth is already gone? What? Wowzer. I missed hers because I was up front. I tried to get on a couple times and then we just got busy up front. So I just kept having to run back up front. Little Miss Beth's already gone. I have to go watch everything on replay because I'm always here at the store working. Thank you for the prayers. She's only 10 and it's hard for her to understand exactly why things happen. She's a trooper, so she'll just keep on trooping. All right. Now we're going to wait. 1, 2. Oh, no. I still got one more. Whew. I did that earlier. I didn't do enough milk chocolate. And in between the time I was up front, I was trying to build the other one that I already did. I mean, just so I could show you guys. I always like to have an example. Okay, we did the milk. Now we're going to and that was the dark chocolate. Now I'm just going to do regular chocolate. But again, you could use the fast drying resin, but I'm not going to spend money if I don't have to. And I had the just regular resin. And so that is what, Busy is good. That's just what I use. So I poured them a couple days ago. And it doesn't take much. I was wondering how long if it was going to take more than 24 for them to dry. I mean, they're not super thick, but they're still a little bit thicker than what I normally pour, but they popped right out the next morning. I did them like one of the first things I did when I got here that day, but they just popped right out. They were nice and dry. I ate something or I'd be like wanting to eat these. Boop. I'll try them in a minute. Thank you, Kay. I'll know more next week and I'll explain on Tuesday, but just prayers for now. Hopefully we'll have some more answers by Tuesday. Hopefully. And then she goes back to the GI doctor on Tuesday, maybe Thursday of next week. It's one day. I just got to look at my calendar. I live and die by the calendar. People will say, what day is that on? I'm like, I don't know. Let me look at my calendar. If it's not on the calendar, I'm not going to make it. So it better be on the calendar. Thank you. I can't believe nobody has any plans for tonight. I thought I was the only fuddy-dud. All right, so I got my pieces painted. Again, I just took chocolate and then I darkened it and I lightened it. And that was it. Now I'm just going to dry them. Oh, that sounds fun. Dinner at the riverfront. I say we're not doing anything. He could surprise me when I get home. He's done that before. He'd say, go change clothes. And I'd say, oh, no, I'm tired. Hi, Elizabeth. Patsy skipped out on me. She was gonna go skiing and then she wasn't gonna ski, she was just gonna go, but with her family, and then she had decided she wasn't gonna go and she was gonna come up here. Then she called me on Wednesday, are you gonna be mad? I'm like, girl, go have some fun. Go do it. So she's at, I think, Angel Fire with her family, with her two sons and her daughter, which is fun. Chocolate creations are much better. Oh, I agree. Not very much of a cook, y'all, though. I'm not gonna lie. Just not much of a cook. I was trying to get the paint off my fingers so I don't get it all over the rest of the project. But yes, oh, most definitely. I could probably melt some chocolate chips and put them in a mold. But other than that, I can cook certain things. I'm a pretty good pie. I cook good pies. Cook a good turkey. You can tell I cook at the holidays. That's about it. But kids are just, when you have little kids, they're just not, they only like certain things, so it's hard. Okay, hopefully that I won't get stuff everywhere off my fingers. Just trying to do that. I don't get paint on everything. Okay, so I have my lid. My bottom, and then I have my lid. So I'm going to put them together. I want to get into this paint. I may put the chocolates in first. Let's put the chocolates in first. I have to lay them out. That way I try not to get like the milk chocolate right next to the milk chocolate. I know that's crazy. Or a dark chocolate next to the other. But I guess it really doesn't matter. So I did use a couple of the red ones too. They looked kind of cute on that other one. And I forgot that till just now. And I just don't want all the hearts together or all the other ones together. But it really does look real enough. Somebody's going to think that you put real chocolates on your front door. And you could use Form Flex. There's lots of things you could use to make your chocolates. But for me, it's easy just to, I already had the resin, just pour it in the molds, let it set. But if you were on a time crunch where you hadn't prepared, that you definitely could use your Form Flex. Or I know people use hot glue. I've not been ever super successful with that. I always just thought they looked kind of a little funky. But on something like this, it probably wouldn't matter too much if they looked a little bit funky. But I'll probably paint the rest of these, pack them away with my Valentine's, and then pull them out next year. Put a square. Square. So now I have them arranged the way I want. Doesn't that look like a box of chocolates? That's so crazy. Now I'm just going to glue them in. My hot glue gun is struggling. It on struggle street. I need to get a new one. The cord always wants to come out. But I do hope everybody's having a fantastic 4th of July. Holy smack. I haven't had any sleep. Valentine's Day. It is Valentine's Day. It really is. Kimeri had to get a replacement for our next one because I'm going to be in Dallas with the gymnast, so I couldn't do it. I thought her and her dad, that one had 2 in it. I had 2 papers. Thought her and her dad might come up because the one twin is at class and Kyle is at his aunt's house. His birthday was on the 5th, so they're celebrating his birthday. We already celebrated. You know what we did? It was so fun. Life is like a box of tarts. You never know what you're gonna get. That's how we're going through my head. All that is so true. But for his birthday, I got this waffle maker that makes waffles on. You can basically make the waffles on a stick, and then had like almost like a sundae bar for like him and his little friends. And then when I made them their waffle, they could put anything they wanted: chocolate chips, marshmallows, syrup, chocolate syrup, caramel syrup. But it was really fun. They really liked it. Because with the flu going around, I just didn't feel like I wanted to go to one of those play places or anything. So we just did it at the house. And it was so pretty that day. It was like 75 degrees, so the kids could play outside. And they had such a good time. I was very, very happy. So if you ever decide to do a waffle stick birthday, it really was fun. And the kids really liked it. I'm going to stick one in here. I think there was too big of a gap. I have to stick one over there too. But we have plenty of chocolates, so it's fine. I just don't want it to look sparse. Especially if, you're going to hang this on your door or whatever. I mean, it probably won't be this year, but that's all right. I can keep it till next year and have something new to hang on the store door. So that'll be nice. So I'm adding a few more papers. I just think it looked like it needed a few more. Hi, Sandy. Thank you. I'll hold up the other one for anybody who just came on. I did a test one. You know me, I have to test it out. Oh, I hate hot glue. Always buns me. But this is what it's going to look like when we're done. So you have your faux box of chocolates. It really was a box of chocolates. And I just took them out. Put them in a baggie, and I'm going to take them home to my husband tonight. Oh, man. But he'll be all right. He won't care. He'll be okay with it. My one daughter will eat chocolate, but the other one won't. She is not a chocolate eater. So she will not be thrilled about me bringing the chocolate home. Try not to put the exact same chocolate and exact same color next to each other. But I could make a mistake and do that. Can't remember which ones are glued down and which ones aren't. I don't know what the weather's been all over. It was so cold here for a while, and now it's warmed back up again. It was 70 and 80s the last couple days. We had snow on the ground for the longest time. Let's do one of these. Oh, see, I missed some. Shook my box of chocolates. Some came tumbling out. I got on late. I cut my time. Crazy computer. Sometimes I just want to scream. Okay, so now we're all glued down. We do have a few extra, but it's hard to see. But they are a little bit different color, just like you would have if you bought a box of chocolates. They would be all exactly the same. Some would be dark chocolate, and some would be, you know, light chocolate, milk chocolate, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so now we're going to put our box. I'm going to glue the box on the box. But I want to make sure I know where I'm going. Because again, I want to cover that Russell Stover up. This isn't a pencil. I'm just kind of making it an indent onto the paper where I can see where to put the glue. That way I get it good and glued down. And again, I said this, I don't really use hot glue that much. And this one needs to be put to the dumpster, I think. It's about on its last leg because it always turns off and then it doesn't want to do its thing. But I just wanted to give myself an outline so I knew where I wanted it to go when I picked it back up. I just got to be able to see that. I'm going to prop that side up just until it dries enough. I'm going to get my little window. Goodbye, extra chocolates. Paint out of the way. So that is the top. I need to drill a small hole in the top of this to put a ribbon. Won't need that anymore. Can't read what it says. Oh, looks. I know they do look real. I really was hungry at some point yesterday, and I was like, man, that I never went and opened the boxes. I should have, but I knew I was going to give them to my husband and the one daughter. So I was like, well, that's kind of really crappy to give it to them in a bag and give it to them half eaten. So I didn't do it. Kind of just going to measure where I kind of want this. I made the other one kind of just look like it was cascading down a little bit. I did tie it on. My back has been hurting today. I do not know what's going on. I'm off tomorrow though, so I can rest a little bit. Going to knot it on here. It's not really going to be hanging from the ribbon, but it'll give that illusion that it is. Oh, scissors over there somewhere. I did on the other one, I had to build it up just a little bit because there is a little bit of a gap, but you can't see them. I use my little Lego pieces. They're not really Lego pieces, but they're something. And I use them a lot for lots of things, so they do work out really well. just because the boxes aren't the exact same height. And then I just did my ribbon up here, and then I put my bow. So it kind of looks like it is hanging from the bow, but it really isn't. Because I'm going to secure it down. I'm going to secure it down so it doesn't go anywhere. Then I just got to make a bow. I may need to put a couple more Lego pieces. But again, you're not going to be able to see them because it's going to be underneath the box. Put a couple right down here. It's hard for me to sit down, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so used to doing everything standing up that it is hard for me to sit down. So now that is good and secure on there. Come on, hot gun. Just give me a little bit more. I meant to go buy one. I just didn't get to it. It has been a little bit crazy. Let's see if that'll hold that down for a minute. Something a little bit weighted. That's not heavy enough. It doesn't have enough juice in it anymore. All right, that can hold that down. I'm literally just going to do like a quick bow. And you can do in any colors you want or however you want to do it. You can do it with a bow dabra. You can not. Whatever you want to do. But I do use a bow dabra if I'm putting picks in it. But if I'm not putting picks in it, I can just do it by folding it if I didn't have so much hot glue on my fingers. But that's a whole nother story. And the only one that is two-sided is the one that says love. So I usually do like 2 or 3 loops, loopity loops. Then don't forget a tail. I'll cut it off in a minute. All over my fingers. And I'm going to do the pink. So who doesn't like pink? It's one of my favorite colors. I know. I was trying to think of something with chocolates, and it's like, seriously, you know, this is something we can save, get some chocolate boxes and do it next year. And I could definitely sell them in the store. I'm not going to sell them this year just because people would want them too cheap. So I'll just put them in my Valentine's closet and pull them out next year. But I'm going to make one for my door too, because mine needs a new wreath. And I love this idea. I mean, it's like a door hanger, but not really a wreath. But my wreath is kind of bit the dust. Definitely needs some love. So it'll be time for a new one next year anyway. Just gotta count. Make sure I do 3, 3. And don't drop it. That is nice about like the bow dabbers or whatever, because it holds it for you so you don't have to worry about dropping it. I forgot to charge my watch last night, so it's telling me you're only at 10%. Well, yeah, because I went to bed and it was on and I was like, ugh, forget it. I'm not getting up again. Then the thunderstorms came. One of our dogs cannot stand thunderstorms. So she gets under the bed and hides, and then she can't get out from underneath the bed. I'm like, for goodness sakes. All right, we're doing good. We still have 10 minutes. I may make it even coming on late. But again, you can just do a one color bow. I do like having different colors in my bows. I like to put picks in them too, but it's a little bit harder. I always just use a zip tie. Tie it off. That holds it nice and tight. As long as you have enough hands. Just cut it off. I'm going to fluff it out and cut my ends off. I like mine to be like the tapered look instead of just the straight, but I mean, definitely it's whatever floats your boat, I say. You do you. It's just how I like mine, but it doesn't matter. It'll still look cute. So, just gonna bend it over and cut it diagonal. Then it is cut in a V. And I didn't have to do one side or the other side, and then one side is bigger than the other side. You just fold it over and then cut. Patsy taught me this trick. Sometimes I still get it wrong. But if you get it wrong, you just cut it again. It's not that big a deal. And then cut it up. And you have your V. You just got to make sure, like I knew I did 3 colors, so I'm going to have 6 ends to cut. Because I've done that too, miss an end. And then I'm like, oh, I missed an end. Juanita is so sweet. I got to see her on Tuesday. So was Miss Beth. So was Miss Kimeri and Miss Lynne. I lost my count. I think I just have these 2 left. Get that one all the way. Throw the glue gun on the floor. That's why I don't do good with cords, y'all. Get that over there. Again, you can seriously do your bow however you want to do your bow. You can add texture to them. Just whatever floats your boat. Get that in paint. I'm going to be real mad. I'm just going to throw it away. Put my trash can up there. You guys are like, what are you doing? Just throwing things? No, there's a trash can right there. I thought I liked it. really didn't. Didn't like how it was going to look laying down. Just need another tail. Now that it's down, I can fluff it however I wish. Five minutes. Look at me, Kimeri. Look at me go. Speed crafting. I can paint really fast like furniture, but speed crafting, I always forget something or something. I don't like this tail. It's too long. So I'm going to cut it off. Do it again. Again, you just fold it over, cut up, and you got it. That's all there is to it. And, oh, I forgot to glue a chocolate down. So silly. I guess you could leave one out. It looked like somebody ate one. And there we go. Like Lynne says, life is like a box of chocolates. And again, I can play with the bow a little more, do a little thing here and there, but pretty darn cute. You can just hang it up. I do like how the chocolates are a little bit different colors. I know it's hard to see, but they really do look like chocolates, which is crazy. And those are just little muffin dills, or yeah, little cupcake dills, you know, that you can buy, because neither of my box of chocolates had the papers in it, which is crazy, but pretty good, cute little idea, I thought. So we are at the end. So let me see. Hi, Donna. Hi, Amanda, Elizabeth. So glad you guys, Teresa. So glad everybody could join us today. And I'm going to say number, what time is it? Is it time? 3:57. I'm going to say number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sandy Stanley is our winner. So everybody, I want to say have a happy Valentine's Day, and make sure you tell your friends and your family to save you the boxes from the chocolate hearts, because you can make some really cute things with them. So everybody have a fantastic day, and I'll see everybody on Tuesday. Thanks, guys. Happy Valentine's Day.